Assalamu alaikum. My name is Sara, and for today's Ramadan Ruby, I want to share some of my favorite gems from the Quran, inshallah. So one of the most amazing things of the Quran, in my opinion, is the scientific proofs and the revelations that were given to us, especially when we think about the time period and the condition of the people when it was revealed. Nature, the environment, the universe, and everything in it is a creation that is perfect. So its perfection and preciseness was created by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for us to ponder upon and ultimately praise Allah for. With that being said, I'm just going to share a couple of the scientific proofs and revelations given to us in the Quran. So the first proof is found in Surah Al-Hadid, the iron. In Ayah 25, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala states, "And we sent down iron, wherein is great military might and benefit for the people, and so that Allah might make evident those who support him and his messengers unseen. Indeed, Allah is powerful and exalted in might." So the main focus of this is that Allah uses the word وَنَزَّلَ, and in Arabic this is the word for he sent down, and this is really important. Instead of using the word created or there is iron in the world, the key distinction is that scientists say that iron itself is not native to the Earth's surface. So in fact, the most widely accepted theory is that billions of years ago, meteorites were sent down hitting the Earth, and that's when iron was introduced. So that's why it's important that Allah states that the iron was sent down. It's also interesting to mention that Surah Al-Hadid is the 57th surah, meaning that it's the exact middle chapter of the Quran itself, and it was later discovered that there are layers to the earth, to the core of the earth, and that iron is the centermost layer. The second proof from the Quran is in Surah Al-Anbiya, and it states, "And it is he who created the night and the day and the sun and the moon. All heavenly bodies in an orbit are swimming." So this is referring to our solar system and how the planets, the moon, and the sun are in constant movement or in orbit. And they're not stationary like we originally thought. And we now know that not only does our planet and moon move, but the sun also moves. And our solar system moves together and within our galaxy, and the galaxy is moving within the universe. The third proof is in Surah Al-Dariyat. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, "And the heaven we constructed with strength, and indeed we are its expander." And so this is one of the greatest discoveries of the 20th century, is that the universe itself is expanding. And the fourth and last proof I'm going to share today is in Surah Al-Anbiya. It was revealed, "Have not those who disbelieve known that the heavens and the earth were of one piece? Then we parted them, and we made every living thing from water. Will they not believe?" I found this really interesting first because when scientists look at the planets, like let's say Mars for example, they really look for any sign of water, either currently or from the past. And so signs of water usually mean that conditions are sufficient to allow for life to form, because every living thing is made of water. And so these are just some of the proofs of the Quran that I wanted to share with you. There's still so much more, like the internal waves in the ocean or the seas that meet but don't really mix. Also, the sky itself was created as a protective shield. And so, but I just really want to take away from all this that these proofs are just one miracle of the Quran. And since this is the month of Quran, I really urge all of us, myself included, to not just recite and rush through it. I know we all have like reading goals to get through this month, which is really great. We should be pushing ourselves to read as much Quran as possible. But we should also take the time to understand what's given to us. The Quran has so much blessing and goodness in it, and not a single letter is placed without intention. Even the order and the structure of the Quran has meaning and benefit behind it. Allah clarifies the purpose of the revelation of the Quran as follows. "This is a blessed book which we have revealed to you, that they might reflect upon its verses, and that those of understanding would be reminded." So inshallah, this Ramadan we can reap the rewards of not only just reading and reciting the Quran, but also the reward of the knowledge that comes with it. And may Allah accept all of our efforts this Ramadan. Assalamu alaikum.